Once upon a time, in the heart of a kingdom surrounded by emerald forests and rolling hills, there was a village known as Moonlit Hollow. The village was famous for its tranquil beauty and the mysterious Midnight Garden, a hidden realm said to bloom only under the light of the full moon. The garden was rumored to possess magical properties, but it was a closely guarded secret, known only to a few. In this village lived a young girl named Arya, who was known for her boundless curiosity and kind heart. Arya had always been enchanted by the stories of the Midnight Garden, particularly one tale her grandmother had told her about a magical flower called the Moonblossom. This flower was said to grant a single wish to anyone who found it on the night of the full moon. As the next full moon approached, Arya's excitement grew, for she hoped to find the Moonblossom and use its magic to help her village, which had recently faced a series of misfortunes. On the eve of the full moon, Arya prepared for her quest. She donned a warm cloak, packed a small satchel with essentials, some bread, a flask of water, and a lantern, and set out towards the edge of the forest where the Midnight Garden was believed to lie. As the moonlight bathed the forest in a silvery glow, Arya followed a narrow, winding path that led her deeper into the woods. The air was filled with the sweet fragrance of night-blooming flowers, and the forest seemed to hum with a soft, magical energy. The path was lit by delicate fireflies that fluttered like tiny stars. After walking for some time, Arya came upon a grove where ancient trees formed a natural archway. At the center of the grove stood a gate made of intertwined vines and flowers, glowing faintly in the moonlight. Arya approached the gate with wonder, but it was locked and there was no visible keyhole. Suddenly, a soft, musical voice spoke from behind her. To enter the Midnight Garden, you must first solve the riddle of the gate. Turning around, Arya saw a graceful, ethereal figure emerge from the shadows, a forest nymph with shimmering wings and a crown of flowers. I am Leora, the guardian of the Midnight Garden, the nymph said with a smile. If you wish to enter, you must answer my riddle. With her heart racing, Arya nodded. Leora began, I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I? Arya thought for a moment. She remembered the tales and riddles her grandmother had shared with her. A joke, she replied confidently. Leora's eyes sparkled with approval. You have answered correctly. The gate shall open for you. The vine-covered gate slowly creaked open, revealing a breathtaking sight. The Midnight Garden was a realm of wonder, with moonlight casting an enchanting glow over a sea of flowers in every imaginable color. The garden was alive with magical creatures, glowing butterflies, singing nightingales, and dancing fireflies. At the heart of the garden stood a grand, ancient tree with silver leaves and a trunk that seemed to sparkle. Suspended from one of its branches was the Moonblossom, a flower with petals that shimmered like liquid moonlight. Arya approached the Moonblossom, her heart full of hope and determination. As she reached out to touch the flower, a gentle breeze rustled through the garden, and a soft voice spoke again. The Moonblossom's magic is powerful, but its gift must be used wisely. What is your wish, dear child? Arya took a deep breath and thought about her village, which had suffered from poor harvests and a lack of resources. I wish for my village to be blessed with bountiful harvests and prosperity, she said earnestly. The Moonblossom glowed even brighter, and its petals opened, releasing a shimmering mist that spread across the garden. The mist seemed to carry Arya's wish through the air, and as it settled, the garden's beauty intensified. The flowers bloomed more vibrantly, and a sense of peace and abundance filled the air. Arya thanked the Moonblossom and Leora, and with the magic of the garden guiding her, she made her way back to her village. As she arrived, she was greeted with astonished joy. Fields that had once been barren were now lush and green. And the villagers were celebrating a bountiful harvest. The prosperity brought by the Moonblossom transformed Moonlit Hollow. The villagers were able to rebuild their homes, support each other, and live in harmony. Arya's bravery and kindness had brought a new era of abundance to her village. The Midnight Garden remained a hidden treasure, visited only by those who sought its magic with pure intentions. And every full moon, Arya would look towards the garden with gratitude, knowing that her wish had brought lasting happiness to her people. And so, the legend of the Midnight Garden lived on, a beacon of hope and magic in the heart of the forest, reminding all who heard its tale of the power of a kind heart and the magic of selfless wishes.